Miss Stella Hall. Oh! Wait a minute. Yeah. Now, Miss Stella Hall is an author right here, excellent author, and a hustler too, and just motivated, got a lot of energy, surrounding her campaign. Got a great book out right now, The Bridge of No Return. Thank you for being here, Stella.
Thank you for having me.
Now, first of all, I think the cover is gonna get them. That cover is hot, right? Y'all seen the cover? Sexy, I don't think once I go across that bridge, I probably wouldn't want to return either, you know what I mean? No return. Playa T didn't return. You know what I mean? He's stuck out there with Stella somewhere. You know what I mean? Doing it big. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Man, gotta be excited.
Very excited.
What's the feedback you receiving?
Well, the feedback I'm getting is that everybody is excited about me actually putting the book into a play, and I have a wonderful, wonderful playwright and producer, Anwar Shahid.
Right. Yeah.
Bless my cast. So
you want people to buy the book, but can you give us, a brief summarization of what the book is about? Because I know it's about a young woman going to New York.
Right.
And just getting lost in translation, so to speak.
Yes, that is correct. All my books start from Cleveland. So the young woman was from Cleveland, and she went to New York, and she fell in love with an entrepreneur, several of them, and she just couldn't, several entrepreneurs. So,
okay, that sounds exciting.
That
already.
was a bridge.
So hold on, let me ask, that begs the question: is that a near and dear story towards the truth, or? Not per se with you, but, did the truth have anything to do with that, or is that all fiction?
It's fiction, so every fiction has the truth,
right.
But it's a lie.
It's right. I got you. Because, a lot of people are migrating from the city and going other places in search of their careers, so it's not a stretch of the imagination. So I'm thinking you made a play and a pun on that situation, people leaving the city and going out of state.
It's a mixture.
Now, have you done that? Have you gone outside the state in search of, to bolster your writing career?
A little bit, but not as much. Mm-hmm.
So what have you found on the road? Have you found interest in your writings? Because that's not the only book you wrote.
No.
You wrote also Swing Low, Sweet Chariot.
Right.
And there was another book also.
I have Trio, and I'm working on Joe.
You're working on Joe?
Right now.
Wow. Mm-hmm. Give it up. Mm-hmm. Give it up. So what gives you your inspiration to write these books?
People and watching their everyday lifestyles and their moves and how they talk to each other on the bus if they're walking, or any conversation that I have.
Right.
That's my motivation.
I wanted to ask you, it's no easy task writing books. I mean, everyone may think it's, I'm going to write a book. What is the biggest misconception, as far as book writing is concerned?
Getting rich instantly.
Getting rich. Yeah, I guess that is right. So, okay, so you went into this business knowing full well that you're in it for the long haul.
Yes.
And so, you figured that it'll be a while before your book start translating into real world currency.
That is correct.
So how do you stay motivated to keep coming with books?
You got to understand, are you going to be an author or just a writer? An author is a profession. A writer is a profession too, but it depends on what you're writing, because I can write for Reader's Digest. That's a writer. But an author is always going to come up with ideas and continue to write. And that's an occupation now.
Regardless of the circumstances.
No, regardless of the circumstances, because you got to make sacrifices.
Well, let me ask you a question. With technology being the way it is, has that influenced you or even enticed you to go into video? Like, you got people now talking about books. Playa T, we want you to do my book, have that thought crossed your mind?
Yes, and again, you got to draw the audience to know what you're doing. Because, again, you consider yourself a writer, again, author is someone who continues to do in all areas. So you have to make that sacrifice to do whatever it is you're trying to do to get a point across, like me, with Anwar Shahid and my cast.
Right.
So you got to start somewhere.
Right. Now, Mr. Anwar Shahid is a playwright. You got to give it up for a playwright. You got to have vision, man. You got to have vision. You can't just say, I'm going to write this play. No, man. It don't work like that. And what I want to know, Anwar, how did you even get familiar with Stella Hall and her writings to begin with?
Well, actually, I was coming back from Africa, and I was contacted by a member of my brother's church, and they said there's this playwright. There's this author. Her name is Stella Hall. She's trying to turn her book into a stage play. So I'm like, all right, that sounds interesting, but let me see the book. You know, I don't want to just take on the project. You know,
right.
So I read the book, and as I was reading the book, I'm like, oh, this is ready for the stage already.
Right.
You know, so just the way that Stella writes,
right.
the work was halfway done, but you know, you still had to adjust some things, tweak some things. You got to change it from to be able to fit on the stage. So,
right.
So that's how we met, through someone at my brother's church. And
well, that's what I'm hearing. Like when you adapted to it, you know, you made changes, and Stella, it kind of threw you off guard. You know, was that the case? Am I right in what I heard?
Just the weed smoking. That's not in it.
Oh, that wasn't originally in there.
That's in the book, but it's not in the play.
Oh, okay. Oh, maybe that's why they didn't return across the bridge, though. You know what I mean? You know. So okay. So you got the writings and you adapted to it, and you made changes and you brought vision to it. Now, did your work abroad, you know, broaden your horizons to be able to do things like that, you know, come across writings and add your vision to it and things? Did that help? Did that spice that up?
Actually, this was unique to me because all of my other work, it was, you know, purely my vision. Whatever I wanted to happen, my characters, everything, it was all me. You know, but as I took on this project, I had to figure out, okay, how can I do this? I don't want to offend Stella. I want to make sure that her characters, I want to carry out her vision. To me, I look at it as every character that you create is really your baby. Right. You know, so I felt like Stella was entrusting me with her babies. So I wanted to do it without abusing it. I had to take out the weed smoke because I had to make a play that people all around can come and see. You also have to think about what pushes a play forward, you know. So some things that may push a book forward may not push a play forward. So I had to think about what translates this onto stage best.
What is it about The Bridge of No Return that intrigues you the most?
It's a ride. Like, for me, it's really a ride. The book, as I read the book, there was constantly something happening. It's a very fast-paced story. It's I found myself I read this book probably faster than any book I've ever read.
Wow.
So just because, not because it was an assignment that I had a deadline for, but really because it was just interesting. It was a page turner.
Right.
So that's what really intrigued me about it. And I feel like the play will take you on a ride as well. I feel like it's fast paced. The actors, the cast that we have, they're amazing.
I want to introduce some of the cast and crew members right here. We already know Mr. Anwar Shahid is the playwright. Now, who we got this young man right here?
Ken Robinson, Chicago, Illinois.
You're an actor in the play?
Yeah. Well, with my character, it was kind of almost spot on, except for he has way more money than I you know, but really it was just, you know, Stanley's he's a player. You know, you'll see that.
I like that already.
He's a player.
I like that already. Now this young lady, what's your name?
I am Sahana, Blue Swag Suave.
Sahana, Blue Swag Suave. That's blue swag in itself, though. You know what I mean? Now what's your name, kind sir?
Emmanuel Hooks. Born and raised in Cleveland, Ohio. I am Stacy.
Okay.
I'm Felicia's ex-boyfriend. I guess someone.
So she left you to go to New York.
Exactly.
Oh,
and I'm
jilted lover. Now Kiki, we know Kiki Siggers. Now we got my guy too. What's your name, sir?
My name is Alvin Frazier. I play the role of Patrick Fitzgerald. Now Felicia, when she goes to New York, I'm the guy. I'm the guy. Yeah.
So you the man with all the juice, huh?
You could say that. You could say that.
Are you being asked to be a sex symbol too?
Yeah, something like that.
Now this young lady, you're part of the play too.
Yes,
what's your name?
My name is Sabrina McPherson.
And what do you play in the play?
Well, my name is Lisa Gomez, and I'm the carefree, free spirit, gossip girl. Who,
gossip girl.
All over the place. I love to love.
Let's give a round of applause. Yeah. And of course, we got the wonderful author of the book, Miss Stella Hall, right here. How proud are you to have all these wonderful individuals to buy into what you got going on.
Words cannot explain.